Hello, beautiful people. I hope that you're all doing so well. I hope that you're surviving. I hope that you're thriving. I hope that you're taking care of yourself. And I hope that you've had a lovely start to your week. If not, I'm so sorry. I'm sending you many hugs and lots of kisses. And I'm hoping that by the end of this episode, we would have been able to make some sort of a difference, whether it's a small smile on your face or alternatively helping you learn a new perspective, like something, anything, girl. Anywho, hi, welcome back to the Doing Life with Love and Magic podcast. I am your host, Ndwenhle, and this is the space whereby I like to share my life's perspective as I navigate clumsily through my 20s. And honestly, this is a safe space, that I've carved out, whereby I just like to share my observations and the things that I'm learning and some of the things that I'm thinking about and all of that good stuff. And if that offers you any value in the sense of whether it's entertaining or can help you learn a new perspective or validate that you're not going crazy, then that's amazing and welcome. If not, that's cool as well. Thank you for joining us. All of the things. So hello, happy Monday. It is the 2nd of October and I'm currently recording from my bed. I am lying down and my stomach is killing me. I don't know what is it that's in the air. I don't know if it's because it's my period time and my uterus is going crazy. My stomach is just not doing the things. Maybe honestly it could be that I had milk, we didn't have electricity and there's no easily preppable food at this moment in time, so I couldn't cook something, so I had cereal and I used normal milk. And mind you, I feel like I'm a self-proclaimed lactose intolerant. I genuinely feel like I'm lactose intolerant. Honestly, my stomach always acts up after I have milk. But it's weird, sometimes it'll be I'll have a smidgeling of milk and I'll be fine. But heaven forbid I have cheese in a sandwich, I won't be okay for a couple of hours. But I can have I think mozzarella cheese, usually that's fine. But a Gouda would not go down well. It really wouldn't. Anyway, that's me rambling on and on and on. But I just feel the lactose combination with my period is just not comboing at all. Anyway, before we get into what I actually wanted to talk about, how did my day go? Let's do a quick check-in. My day was pretty good. I woke up and I'm so sore. I'm actually feeling very stiff. I went to gym yesterday, did some boxing, and then I did this workout on the Nike training app, and it killed me. I feel like it's because I haven't worked out hectically and I want to say a week or two. When I've gone to gym, it's been very chill, walk on the treadmill, go on the spin bikes, go to boxing, whatever. But yesterday, I was lifting heavy. I'm pretty sure I was using 20 kgs worth of weights, and my booty is killing me. It's a lot. But anyway, I survived all of that, went to work, and I was feeling slightly meh when I got to work. But I don't know, during the day, I started feeling happier for some reason. And I don't know, I feel like I've been going through this period of feeling a little bit more peaceful, honestly, a little bit more balanced, and I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like sometimes it feels like, the people around me may feel that I get excited when like someone's crashing on me or have like some interesting news for people. And granted, it is very exciting when there's like new love prospects on the horizon and like certain situations happen that are kind of like fun and interesting that I can tell people about. But it's not even about that, because like even before that started happening, I was entering a period of feeling like a little bit more at peace with things, and like, just genuinely feeling a little bit more content, a little bit more stable. And I honestly don't know if it has anything to do with me feeling like I'm kind of getting my shit together, even though it feels like I'm a little bit all over the place. And maybe it's a thing of like me having something cool and fun that I'm working on that I look forward to, and I'm just excited to see grow. And that's why I'm feeling like, maybe life isn't so bad. I have something like of my own that makes me feel excited. And I just can't wait to see where it goes, So I don't know if that has anything to do with it or what, but yeah, those are sort of like the vibes at the moment. And I don't know, I just feel like I've got a little bit more energy to be more like, what's the word I'm looking for? A little bit more social. When it comes to like certain friendship groups or whatever, I feel like I went through a period of like hibernation in a sense, where I just didn't have as much energy to give in those spaces. And it was kind of like, okay, I need to like recoup, because like summer's around the corner, and in summer I really want to be like social butterflying. I want to be going out, having a good time, socializing, having a good, like just having good chats, enjoying time with people, and just not being stressed out. So maybe it could be even that I was just like recharging my batteries. And I don't know how long this feeling is gonna last, quite honestly. Like next week I could be like grumpy grumps all over again. But for the most part, I think I'm trying not to let my feelings about life and my general outlook be like swayed too much by like external factors, which is probably why I mentioned the whole thing about how like people may think it has everything to do with like, ooh, she's got a new romantic something on the horizons. Maybe that's why she's so happy and excited about life and all of that. It's like, no, not really. Sometimes those things can come as like a byproduct of generally just trying to find a sense of happiness within yourself and like validating your own feelings. And I think that kind of brings me to the topic of today's episode, is just like this thing of external validation almost. I was thinking about it, right? Because sometimes I just like to post things. Like, generally speaking, I don't typically post a lot on like the likes of Instagram and whatever, because I don't know, I don't know, like sometimes I feel some type of way about letting people into exactly what I'm thinking. Not like people in general, but like people that are closest to me. I don't know what it is. Like I don't know. I have weird mixed feelings about that thing. Like I will post when I do stuff like something fun, like if I'm going on a night out with some friends or I'm seeing something new and interesting, then I'm like, okay, cool, I want to post about that because that's cool. But like my everyday life, like I won't post about like going to gym. I'll post about like things that I do at polls sometimes because I think that's cool and interesting. But most of the time, like I feel like people generally don't get a sense of like, what am I thinking on a regular basis? What is shit that I find interesting and funny and cool? Like, there's so much that goes on in my brain sometimes, like, that I want to geek over, and I actually don't give myself the opportunity to do that. Like, it's mostly like, I feel like in music spaces, like when I'm obsessed with like a new album or obsessed with like new songs and stuff, which is why I think I love TikTok so much, and I feel like it is a platform that I should be using more to, like, I don't know, I guess find those communities of people that kind of get it. Because like sometimes you'll post things on like an Instagram story or like a WhatsApp story, for example, and like people just don't get it, and you don't really get that interaction that you might be looking to get. I don't know. Anyway, long story short is I don't post a lot, right? But sometimes I get these like mini urges to be like screenshot a song that I'm listening to, like just for funsies, like just for the lulz, or you know, just for aesthetic, for vibes, like me and my brother like to say. And today I've been obsessed with not even today, just in general, for the past couple of weeks, I've been obsessed with that Agora Hill song by Doja Cat. And I know Doja has got like, she's got her own shit and her own problems, and that I won't get into. Like, this is the thing about liking people's art sometimes, is that they will go and they'll just do some problematic shit, and there's just certain things. Okay, like if someone is genuinely like a creep and has done some unforgivable shit that like is very problematic, and like has said something extremely heinous and done something completely heinous, I 100% understand like making that conscious decision of not supporting that person, you know. And I don't really understand the full extent of the drama like that goes on with that woman. Granted, like she's done some weird things, like demonic, satanic things apparently. I don't know, I don't really want to get into it that much, but I can't make the art not art sometimes. And I don't know if I'm problematic for thinking that and saying that, but genuinely speaking, like, I don't like to look at that shit. Like, I don't want to look at your music videos half the time. I just want the music. Granted, this album that she just released is not my favorite, I will say. Like, I literally have genuinely enjoyed like other music that's come out. Like Victoria Monet's album is literally perfection to me. Like, that album makes me so happy. Flipping Tinashe, like, who else? Kali Uchis, that album was really good, that came out this year. Like, yeah, I have like, I don't know, what am I trying to say? Like, I have my favorites, right? And I won't lie, this was not a favorite, but I listened to the album because I was genuinely curious as to what she was going to come out with, because, you know, she had taken this whole different crazy route. And I feel like people don't get that sometimes, like, celebrities will literally act out and be all crazy and do all of these weird things so they can create conversation around their upcoming art, so that people can listen to it and pay attention to it, because obviously they put their heart and soul into it. And I feel like it's very obvious that she was trying to go for this whole like shock factor, like, oh my gosh, she is so evil, oh my word. But like, hopefully that would make people like curious enough to listen to her music and actually see like, oh my gosh, like, what is she doing, you know? And I bit the bullet. Like, I was completely like curious. Anyway, that being said, wasn't my favorite album, but there are some bops in there that I was like, huh. And Agora Hills is one of those like, you know, bops. So anyway, I just took a screenshot of it today because like it was really going in. Like, like the sun was setting and like I was stuck in traffic and it was just like going in. I was like, oh my gosh, like this is like a moment. So I screenshotted it and I posted it to my WhatsApp stories because like it's like whatever, and I don't really care for WhatsApp stories like that, like I said, just for vibes, right? And like my bestie commented on it, and like I don't know what it is about. She didn't really say anything bad about it. She was like, you listening to her? And I don't know, I just had this like feeling of anxiety almost, and like kind of second guessing, like should I have posted it? Like, oh my gosh, what if so and so from work sees this, or what if people think I'm weird because I listen to this lady, or like what if people think I'm demonic because I listen to this lady, or what if someone doesn't like me because I listen to her, like all of these things. And I'm just like, dude, like who cares? Like genuinely speaking, who cares? It's not like you were posting like something freaking heinous. You literally just posted a song. You didn't even post the lyrics. You just posted a screenshot of it and just said like, this is cool, like this is vibes, this song. And like, I don't know, I feel like sometimes we just okay, like sometimes we just can let like the people closest to us, like I don't know, kind of like make us second guess the things that we like to do. And sometimes we second guess ourselves because we get so freaked out about like, what is so and so gonna think, or all of that. And I feel like that's how we kind of get trapped into, I guess, like wanting to receive validation from other people. Yeah, when we just like kind of deny ourselves that opportunity to express ourselves and do the things that we want because we're just so worried about, oh my gosh, like what is this person gonna say, what is this person gonna do, like OMG, am I being problematic or whatever. And granted, I'm not saying you must go out there and spew something complete. I keep on saying this word heinous today, but like I'm not saying you must go and say some crazy shit and all of that, but I feel like we mustn't be afraid to express ourselves in whichever ways we feel works best for us. Like I feel like we mustn't stop ourselves from doing stuff because we're afraid people are going to think that we're weird or that we don't have taste or whatever it is. And like as a person that's kind of like, you know, lived in this people pleasing kind of vibe for the longest period of time, and I think being someone that wants to be likable to everyone and be everyone's cup of tea, I think for me that anxiety has come in like from a place of like, I guess, wanting people to accept me for how I am, but also like I feel like I'm in the space whereby I'm getting older and I want to be able to express myself in different ways. Like how I may come across to certain people is like one way, but there's other sides of me that people don't get to see on a regular basis. And I feel like sometimes like people might get shocked in a sense that like, oh, like this is your vibe, like this is you. And I'm like, yes, what about it? And like when my friend sent me that, I know she didn't mean it in like a bad way, but I was just like, okay, yes, and I posted a Doja Cat song, like what about it? It's not like it's completely new and I've just discovered her, and it's like, no, I've been listening to her music for years. Well, not really years, like I want to say like 2-3 years, like whenever, just after Hot Pink came out, I want to say like maybe like 2020 2021-ish. Like it's not something that's new, and I like what I like. and I don't judge people for liking the shit that they do. I don't comment there like, you listen to freaking this person. I don't know about that, you know? I feel like we should be giving, like, I feel like we should be giving each other space to enjoy the things that we enjoy, and we mustn't, like, hate on people for liking what they like, you know? Granted, if your fave is literally going out and committing mass murders and you still support them, I 100% understand holding somebody accountable. But, like, yeah, I don't know. It's just such a weird, slippery, tricky slope. But ultimately, what I'm trying to say is, like, can we please stop, like, judging people for liking what they like and just leave people alone unless, like, the person is seriously doing something absolutely evil. Okay, this is also weird because if I'm thinking about it in the context of Doja, like, I know some of her music videos have been, like, very offensive to, like, super religious people. So in a way, I get that, you know. But, you know, critique, comment, and just let people do whatever it is that they do. But yeah, anyway, aside from all of that, I feel like, yeah, I guess the moral of today's story, I guess you could say, is do what you like as long as if it's not harming others. Don't be afraid of doing what you like as long as if it's not harming others, and have fun doing it. And don't be afraid to share, like, your gifts and your thoughts and your observations and all of that, because, like, I feel like sometimes the world can benefit from, you know, hearing what you have to share and hearing your perspective on things. And you don't have to think in the same way as everyone else. Like, we are allowed to have opposing opinions on things. And I feel like, you know, as a people pleaser, this has also been, like, really difficult for me as well, because it's like I want to be the type of person, well, I did want to be the type of person that's, like, agreeable and, like, having opposing thoughts, or, like, I don't want to say, like, being in conflict, but, like, having an opposing thought to someone is kind of intimidating, because it just feels like, oh, if I don't agree with this person, they're not gonna like me, and they're not gonna want to hang out with me, and they're gonna think I'm weird. And what if I can't defend myself, like, as strongly as I, you know, think I can, and all of that. And it's okay to have those types of fears, but at the same time, I feel like, you know, as we grow older, it, like, you need to have some sort of opinions on matters, and you cannot be the type of person that will just agree with everything that everyone is saying. I feel like having opposing thoughts and liking things that maybe not everyone else likes, you know, I feel like it gives you a little bit of character in a sense. And I strive to be the type of person that has like conviction and stands behind the things that they like. I hate the fact that I was second guessing myself for posting a song that I liked, and then started questioning whether people thought I was weird for liking that. And I feel like, no, like, as you get older, you need to kind of stick up for yourself and the things that you enjoy doing, and you mustn't feel weird about it, you know? So yeah, don't let people bully you into not liking the things that you like. And it just, that really bothered me about me, because I'm like, now I don't want to listen to the song. I don't want to hear about people reviewing it because she thinks I'm weird because I listen to Doja, you know, sometimes. But it's whatever, bro. I think you gain confidence in yourself the more that you do stuff and you stand behind the things that you like. And yeah, I don't know, it just got me thinking a lot about that. And then it just got me thinking about how I really want to make TikToks. And I just want to try shit. Like, and I think for the longest time I was like doing them on a slightly regular-ish basis. And then I stopped because people I know in my real life like started following me on TikTok. And then I was like, this is kind of fucking embarrassing. And even every single time I post, like, I get embarrassed. But like, I feel like I'm starting to get over it now. Like, are you really gonna stop yourself from exploring things that might benefit you, or because that you're scared of someone thinking that you're lame or coming across as embarrassing? Like, how are you gonna grow? Like, how are you gonna become a better person if you don't put yourself out there and share your thoughts and the things that you like? Maybe you'll find a group of people that feel the exact same way that you do. It's okay not to be liked, and for people not to think that the things that you like are the best thing ever. It's like, what makes us different as human beings? How it's different though, and where it can be a problem, is if someone is constantly putting you down for the shit that you like, then that's not a real friend and it's not a real person in your corner. Cut them off. But yeah, anyway, it's late and I showered, but I didn't wash my face. But I just really wanted to share my thoughts on this, like, while they were still fresh. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I appreciate you. You're an amazing human being. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this episode, can you please leave me a nice, beautiful, spicy review, spicy in a good way, on whichever platform you're listening to this on. Check out the socials, my blog, and all of that. That's all in the description. I appreciate you once again. Don't forget, everything that you do, even if it's booty shaking in your room to a song that everyone hates, do it with love and a sprinkling of magic. And if I don't catch you tomorrow, I'll catch you the day after that, or the day after that, depending. Anyway, love and light. See you later. Bye.